With the recent passage of the Omnibus bill in both the House and the Senate, the Secure Act 2.0 has officially been passed. In this video, we're breaking down the bill and what it means for how you save for retirement and how you can better optimize your retirement savings. Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name is Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in today's video, we're breaking down the details in the Secure Act 2.0 that you need to know whether you have a while until retirement, you're close to retirement, or you're already in retirement. So make sure you watch this video to the very end for details.
Yeah, Michelle, this isn't the first time we've talked about the Secure Act 2.0 potentially becoming law. It's been in the works since early summer. It's been put into the 4,000 plus page omnibus bill, which was just passed by the House and the Senate and then signed into law by President Biden.
Yeah, it's interesting that this finally passed because I don't know how long we have been talking about it.
Quite a while.
Right. So before we get into details, I just want to back it up for those who might be watching who don't really know anything about it. The Secure Act 2.0 expands on a bill that was signed into law late 2019 called the Secure Act, which stands for Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement. So Byron, you want to talk a little bit about what the original bill did, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Michelle, it was the Secure Act, the original one, was a good start in tackling the retirement crisis here in America. And version 2.0 has some big changes to 401ks and other workplace retirement accounts, as well as those nearing RMD age, which is why you need to watch this video to the end so you don't miss these critical changes.
Absolutely. All right. Well, speaking of critical changes, I think it'd be helpful to break down the critical pieces of this bill, what it means for those. Let's start with those who have a while until retirement.
Yeah, with the ones that have a little while to get to retirement, here's a few key changes you need to be made aware of.
Okay.
Number one, automatic 401k enrollment. Starting in 2025 in new 401ks and other workplace retirement plans, employers are required to automatically enroll their employees into at least a 3% savings rates. The employee, you can still opt out, though.
Remember, that was my big question. We can still opt out of it if we want to.
And as high as a 10% rate. So between 3 and 10%.
Okay. And that's up to the discretion of the employer to decide?
Yes. Okay. In new plans only moving forward. So
got it. Okay. Important to know. All right. What's another one?
Automatic portability services. We've talked about this so much. This plan sponsors can automatically transfer low balance 401k accounts to new employers for you. So you switch jobs, usually most of these small accounts were just cashed out because what did they do automatically? Sent you a check in the mail for anything under $5,000.
Right.
So this is going to also helps eliminate many lost or forgotten 401k accounts, Michelle.
Which is huge because if you've seen any of our videos on this, you know how costly leaving behind a 401k can be.
Definitely.
Okay, what else you got?
Match can go into Roth accounts. So we've talked about this also. Employers can now opt to pay matching contributions to Roth accounts inside workplace retirement plans.
Which is great for taxes later. Okay, and what else?
A big one, Michelle. We've talked about this a lot this year on the news. It's all over. Matching student loan debt.
There you go.
Okay. Starting in 2024, employers can add matching student loan payments to workplace retirement accounts such as 401ks.
Okay. So how would that work exactly?
Okay. As you make payments towards your student loans, employers could take and match these funds into your workplace retirement account. They would have the same vesting schedule as the plan. It would help more of us save for retirement that otherwise wouldn't.
Absolutely. That'll help a lot of people who are holding student loan debt. I know that for sure. So what other critical changes is there anything else for those that have a, fairly far way off from retiring that we need to cover, or are we good moving on to those who are nearing retirement?
Yeah, let's hit this one because this is a big one. Okay. And again, if you've listened to this channel for a hot minute, we talk about creating emergency accounts all the time.
Right.
We've preached about the importance of having cash reserves for a long time. Under this bill, employers can allow employees the ability to automatically set aside up to $2,500 of after-tax money into a savings account for emergencies. That's one step of it.
Big.
But employers can now allow withdrawals up to $1,000 for emergencies without the normal 10% penalty.
Okay, so is this $1,000 withdrawing from your 401k for emergencies or
Yes, any
from that?
workplace retirement plan.
Okay, interesting. And so how does this work with the emergency savings account? Is it something that I would hold, or is it part of the 401k?
It'd be part of the 401k inside there. Okay.
Interesting.
And it would automatically set up as a savings account for emergencies
And
only.
that's what then you can withdraw up to $1,000 from.
No, the 1,000 can automatically come from your 401k. Let's say you don't set up that $2,500 emergency account. This allows you, part two of it allows you to take out 1,000 for emergencies without the normal 10% penalty from your 401k account.
Interesting.
So there's two steps to it, two different, and you could play smart. Get inside both of them.
Sure.
Put that $2,500 back as an emergency fund so you wouldn't have to tap into that $1,000 that's invested. So
got it. Okay. So let's move on to how the Secure Act 2.0 affects those nearing retirement.
Oh, cool. If you're near retirement age, Michelle, everything I just mentioned is important as well. However, a big change worth noting is that catch-up contribution limits will rise. This is huge. So starting in January of 2025, not 23 or 24, but 2025, if you're between the age of 60 and 63, Michelle, you can contribute up to $10,000 more per year to your workplace plan. Over 50, though, is still $7,500 per year in 2023.
Got it. Okay. That's big. So let's move on to something very important. I know those in retirement really are wanting to know how does this affect them? Definitely.
So if you're in retirement, here's the few critical changes you need to know about.
Okay.
The big one, RMDs.
Huge.
This is huge. RMDs will now start at age 73 next year in 2023. I'm sorry, this year in 2023.
Yeah.
I guess it changed.
Right.
Woo. If you've already started RMDs, this will not change for you, though.
Okay.
So if you're already collecting RMDs today, it has no effect on you moving forward. You just continue the process. And now think about this, Michelle. We've talked about this, Congress, for a long time, possibly raising to the age 75. Well, guess what? It's going to happen. Starting in 2033, the RMDs move up to age 75.
Okay.
Huge.
That's really big, right? What else?
Okay. Here's another big one. We talk about this all the time, which is one of the stupidest penalties I've ever seen out there. The 50% penalty for not taking RMDs will now drop to 25% in 2023.
So they're cutting it in half.
Cutting it in half. But there's some other parts to this. It could also drop to 10% if you forgot to take them out. Okay. And you file an amended return promptly after noticing it. And that's huge.
Yeah.
But there's also a provision, Michelle, that allows you to not pay any penalty. And that is, let's say, God forbid something happened and you were supposed to take out your RMDs by year end. What if you were hospitalized and didn't have the time to take it out?
Yeah.
Okay. They're allowing you to step back in and take it out. And again, you have to ask for a penalty waiver, but they could be zero penalty for those that forgot because maybe you was hospitalized or something happened that was dramatic to,
Sure. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yes. Roth accounts in workplace plans will be exempt from RMD starting in 2024. That's huge.
That is massive. Great.
We've been waiting for that for a long time.
Right? Absolutely.
Michelle, there's a lot of good in this bill for consumers to finally save for emergencies and for retirement, while also paying off student loan debt. It's huge. And for those who hate the thought of taking out RMDs, guess what? You can now wait a little bit longer.
Absolutely. And at least I'm glad to see that there's some choice. If you're if your employer is going to offer you a 401k, why not at least get that company match, right? It's
Exactly.
free money, but that there is the provision to opt out and they're not all forcing us to do things
Definitely.
with our money. So it's good, good, good. All right. Here's the thing. We're going to wrap up this video. We are going to put a link below on the top 401k mistakes to avoid at all costs. It's one of our very popular 401k
Very
videos.
popular.
Do go check that out. Things are volatile right now. And instead of making an emotional, rash decision, get informed and get engaged with your 401k.
Definitely.
My plug on that one. All right. Well, if you like the content of this video, hit that like button. Help us grow this channel. If you have questions, drop them in the link below and don't forget to subscribe. All right, Brian, thanks so much. And thanks to everyone who watched.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.